Hello everyone and welcome to Community Distance Reiki. It's wonderful to have you all here with me this evening. If you are new here, go ahead and click that live chat button. Feel free to request anything for your personal well-being. We are going to start things off by building a beautiful crystal grid with all of your requests in mind. If you are watching this as a pre-recorded video, if you're watching this in the future, enjoy. You're gonna have just as much fun and healing a time as if you were here live. If you would like to join me live, I'm here 5 times a week. Those days and times are listed in the description. And for those of you who are returning, welcome back and thank you so much for your ongoing support. So a little bit about me. I'm Danielle Stimpson. I'm the owner of Learn Reiki Philadelphia. If you'd like to learn more about me, my live online Reiki certification classes, if you'd like to schedule a one-on-one distance healing or a tarot reading, or if you'd like to shop my Reiki charged crystals, head on over to Learn Reiki Philadelphia. It's linked in the description below, along with all of my social media. And yeah, let's go ahead and dive right in. Happy Halloween, everyone. Definitely a Halloween-y kind of night to do some Reiki. So let's dive right in, get nice and warm wherever we are, and start building a beautiful crystal grid. Awesome. So we are starting out with a beautiful copper spiral. Copper helps to break up blockages of energy and helps get the optimal energy flow going. And this mirror here really helps with deflecting any not great energy. So let's say hello to everyone. Blue Sky, Victoria Parade, Chris, Alexander, welcome in. Flower, good to see you. Let's see. Violet Integration, Jenny, and oh, Alex, your first time here. Welcome in, Alexander. Yeah, thank you everyone for welcoming folks in so warmly. I really appreciate it. It's such a wonderful group here. Let's see. Yeah, Violet Integration and oh, Victoria, thank you for the really, really beautiful review. I really appreciate that. It was wonderful to see you in person, and I'm so glad you came to hang out here. Flower, it's good to see you again. And yeah, let's go ahead and start building this crystal grid. I will get everybody's requests before we dive into the Reiki. So let's go ahead and grab some of those requests. Awesome. Oh, thank you for all the love in the chat. Really, everybody, thank you so much. All the pink stones, you got it. And I'm so sorry to hear that, but all the pink stones, you got it. Violet Integration, heart healing, releasing the past, and removal of blockages. Okay, definitely can support all of that. So let's go ahead with pink stones and heart healing. Let's see. Rhodonite. Certainly rose quartz, some pink tourmaline, and rhodochrosite. Unakite has some pink in it. No pink in there. Okay, let's start here. And we'll do kunzite too. Okay. So rose quartz we're all very familiar with. This is one that helps with supporting the heart chakra in all that it needs. It's also really helpful when we're trying to shift what we're open to in terms of relationships or connections with others around us. This is one that can help us to shift into a place of feeling ready and worthy of a beautiful, loving relationship. Also helps support us with unconditional love. So that is rose quartz. If you are emotionally depleted, this is a very, very helpful stone. So we'll start there. Next we'll have pink kunzite. This is a very high vibrational pink stone for sure. This is one that whenever I hold it, I feel very connected to the Kuan Yin. who hears the suffering of the world. This is one of unity consciousness, that we are all interconnected. It's one of unconditional love and connection to spirit, and of being able to see that you are a divine manifestation of love. So that is pink kunzite. Pink tourmaline helps with migraines, nerve pain, any kind of gynecologic issue, hormone balance regardless of gender, and it's really helpful for mom and baby bonding, which will definitely help Jenny's sister-in-law. Also helpful for spinal injuries, muscle weakness, and to help break down a negative self-image so that you can work on replacing that sort of old misunderstanding of yourself. So that is pink tourmaline. Rhodonite was what I was originally grabbing for violet integration, but definitely fits the bill for pink stones. Rhodonite helps with healing the cracks of a broken heart so you can open your heart to love again. It's helpful too for the lungs, as well as asthma, autoimmune anything, and allergies. Helps with healing what's left over, the lingering pain from emotional abuse. Also really helpful for insecurities and for balancing yin and yang within the body, which is a wonderful way to keep yourself in balance in general, but also to help support your physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health. Rhodochrosite is another pink stone that supports mother-baby bonding, but also telepathy, channeling, mediumship, especially if you want to connect with your ancestors. And, you know, we're at Halloween. Tomorrow is All Saints Day, you know, Day of the Dead. So we've got a lot of things going on here. This can really help with that, with being connected to those ancestors when the veil is nice and thin. Also helpful for stress, headaches, and asthma. And why not? Let's bring in some Unakite. This can help with all stages and phases of a woman's life, particularly around hormonal balance and having a family. This is, like I said, there's some pink in there. There's some pink in there. This helps with fertility, birth, labor and delivery, menopause, all of those phases of a woman's life. Also really helpful for addiction, particularly smoking. This is very helpful for it, as well as balancing metabolism and circulation, particularly of all the body fluids. So that is Unakite. We'll bring that in. So I hope that helps, Blue Sky. Let me know if there's anything else I can add. And for, let's see. We had some for violet integration, releasing the past and removal of blockages. Okay. Hey, Kanta. Fiad Luna, Lila Ray. Oh, good to see you all. Okay. And happy Halloween. So let's remove some, or let's work on releasing the past. This will help move blockages too, to an extent. This is Malachite. Malachite helps to move energy through the heart center that you're kind of working through. Really heavy emotions, heartbreak, any of that kind of stuff. Grief as well. This helps move those feelings through the heart without getting stuck in those feelings. So it helps to prevent the need to sort of push it down and ignore it. It definitely helps you move through those difficult times, makes it a lot easier to move past those difficult times too. So leaving the past in the past. Helps too with insomnia, inflammation, and pain, particularly if it's related to arthritis. Can be very, very helpful for depression and anxiety. They both impact me. Nothing I do here is a replacement for anything else. I'm absolutely the person who takes the antidepressants, does the therapy, hangs out with crystals, does lots of Reiki. I do all the things. Definitely here to complement whatever kind of care you might be getting. Also really helpful for phobias, Malachite, particularly fear of flying, but really any. So we'll bring this in. On the physical level too, this is linked often with liver, pancreas, and spleen. So that is Malachite. And removal of blockages. Let's bring in some Shungite. This is very helpful for that. This one helps with clearing our energy field, which is very protective, but also helps to generally allow us, especially those who are a little bit more aware and empathic, to keep from allowing that energetic debris to build up. This can help with releasing stress, breaks up things like emotional pain, helps to move those out, and definitely breaks up those energy blockages and clears them from our field. If you're someone who is sensitive to electromagnetic fields, this is a great stone to work with. So that is Shungite. Here we go. Also helps with getting well again after injury or surgery, even illness. So I hope that helps, Violet Integration. Good to see you. Flower, you've got some fear stuff going in. You got it. Let's see. Let's bring in some black onyx. This one is a very strong stone of strength as well as protection, and it powerfully grounds fear. It's also really helpful for relieving self-doubt and bolstering your self-esteem, helping you to feel a lot safer and more secure on a spiritual level as well as the physical. Wonderful too for ancestor connection, so another perfect stone for spooky season, and helps to protect against mind games or people that would play them. This is also a great stone for grief, and it was a very popular stone in the Victorian era for, reason of it being black and being mourning jewelry, but especially because it was thought to have connections with helping to heal grief. So that is black onyx. And next we have red jasper. This is a really wonderful grounding stone. It has everything to do with the root chakra. Root chakra is basic needs, primal urges, fear and safety, that kind of stuff. This is very empowering. It helps you to stand your ground and stand up for yourself. It's also wonderful for standing up against bullying, injustices, and for protection as well. Wonderful spiritual protector, just like black obsidian. This is also a wonderful stone for feeling that protection, feeling that you are connected to basic needs, that you are able to function in the world, and it can be very, very grounding. So that is red jasper. Awesome. I hope that you are doing well and that this is helpful, and it's, as always, it's good to see you again, Flower. There we go. Awesome. Awesome. Let me get some of Chris's requests. You also requested a spirit connection. Gotcha. Okay. Okay. So let's do some Moonstone, Herkimer, Sapphire, Pyrite, and Citrine. So let's start with some citrine and pyrite. Citrine is fantastic for manifesting abundance, particularly money. Here it is. It's also a really helpful stone when it comes to addictions and compulsions, and it's thought to help things like fibromyalgia pain. This helps too with balancing logic with intuition. So we will put in some citrine. And as we put this in, we're gonna follow right up with another stone that has to do with financial abundance, and that is pyrite. Pyrite is fool's gold. And we like to think that the fool's gold brings in the real gold. Hang on just one moment. At some point I will sneeze and I will try to miss the microphone when I do it. So yeah, we like to think that the fool's gold brings in the real gold. It also helps with spiritual protection and opening intuition. So if you're having trouble kind of holding both, like, yes, I want to hear, but only these specific things, pyrite's very helpful for it. Also helps with things like fever, as well as protection of the lungs and brain, specifically in regards to memory and information recall. Helps too with with fever, if I didn't mention that. So we will go ahead and bring this in. And that is pyrite. So yep, go ahead, call in some abundance, bring in some protection and some intuition. There we go. Next, we've got Herkimer diamond, which is a type of double terminated clear quartz from the Herkimer, New York region of the US. This really helps manifestation as well as relaxation and being in the present moment. If you feel like life is just zipping you by and you're constantly wishing for the next day, wishing for the next thing, this can help you to enjoy the here and the now exactly as it is. Also helps with balancing metabolism as well as harmonizing energy that maybe just doesn't feel great. So we will bring that in. This can be great for work environments if you need to, if people's energy just doesn't quite get along. This is another one you can put in a workspace like that. Sapphire is very helpful for channeling, mediumship, bringing through messages from spirit, and also very connected to angels and spirit guides in general. This is a stone that can have quite a bit of impact on the physical body, specifically the thyroid, eyes, and ears, and it's thought to help call in support for dementia as for the people that are struggling with it, as well as those who care for and about them. Wonderful too for envisioning a good outcome when things are kind of up in the air, and for bringing in speedy justice. So that is sapphire. Moonstone is helpful for, as the name would suggest, anything to do with full moons, new moons, any kind of moon magic, lunar magic for sure. But in a larger way, it's helpful for anything connected to the cycles, rhythms, and patterns of nature, because the moon controls the tides, and that controls so much of our earth. This is also a stone of intuition, connection to deep spiritual truth and wisdom. I often think of it as being very aligned with the High Priestess in the tarot deck. Also helpful for protection over travelers and protection of women, and learning any kind of spiritual pursuit, especially older spiritual traditions and ones that support women, like well woman and wise woman traditions. So that is Moonstone. Another fun tip about Moonstone is that it is incredibly helpful with calling in a soulmate. So we will bring that in. And you had asked for support of spirit, feeling connected to spirit. We've got a lot of good stones for that tonight. I'm also going to bring in SuperSeven. This was a gift to us from Chris, and it has 7 different minerals within it. This helps with working towards larger goals and dreams and plans. On a spiritual level, it's highly helpful for intuition, regardless of how you connect intuitively, whether it's through dream work or, you know, you're trying to hone your clairvoyance. If you're looking to use like telepathic connection, or simply like scrying, like staring off into the distance and see what shapes things take, this can support all of those. It's also helpful for strengthening the auric field, or your energy field around your body, so you're less inclined to take on the energy of others. Helpful too for healing any kind of past life or old karmic types of stuff. Or if you're doing some kind of healing and you're like, I feel like there's some karmic attachments here, this will help suss them out and bring the healing there too. Also, and this is really timely for right now, I mean, not ever in human history has it not been timely, but particularly right now, very helpful for peace and unity consciousness and just harmony in general. So that is SuperSeven. So let's go ahead and put that on top of our Moonstone. And I will keep coming back to your requests as well. And my neighborhood is definitely wilding with the Halloween of it all. Awesome, but I will come back for the rest of your requests too. Vincent, I hope you're doing well. Nicole, welcome back. You're welcome, Flower. Good to see you. Awesome, I will get to everybody's requests before we get into the healing. Let's see. Victoria, stress, overwhelm, overstimulation, and insomnia. You got it. Let's see. Let's grab some. Snowflake obsidian. Zebra jasper. Okay, and for insomnia, malachite is helpful, as is Labradorite. So let's start with Labradorite. Labradorite, wonderful for improved sleep and also for clairvoyance. That's your spiritual sight. So this also helps with discouraging disputes, like it calms disputes, helps to harmonize a workplace, especially if you do any kind of customer service type work or a face to the public. This is also helpful for detailed attention to things like research and study. There's a strong connection between Labradorite and studying. Also helpful for enjoying travel. So let's go ahead and bring this in. Labradorite there. Labradorite is very closely related to Moonstone. So there we go. Like geologically speaking. Next is Snowflake obsidian. This can help with general mind, body, spirit balance and is wonderful for guilt, which I did see a request by Jen for that. This also helps with recognizing patterns that we have that might be kind of running counter to our best interest so that we can notice those patterns and kind of undo them. Wonderful too for serenity, peace, hope after loss, which is huge, and clairaudience, which is our spiritual hearing rather. But this is also a wonderful stone for overstimulation. It really helps to calm that down. So Snowflake obsidian It's a type of volcanic glass. There we go. And then next I wanted to bring in Zebra Jasper, another gift to us from Chris. Okay, so Zebra Jasper is great for the stress that comes from overwhelm and just overwhelm in general. This helps to, if you feel like overwhelmed to the point of not being able to move, this can help to break that up and help you feel like you can start to take some bites at the proverbial sandwich again. Helps you to stand up for yourself, even if you are just overwhelmed and stressed out completely. Helps with muscle spasms, as well as in general, like kind of taking initiative, but also having a go with the flow attitude where needed. It's also connected for bone disorders, and in general, it's a really empowering stone. So I feel like this stone and red jasper go together really well. So we'll bring this in for you. And let's go ahead with, put some up here. So that's Zebra Jasper. And awesome. I'm so glad you are here. Thank you for being here, Victoria. Watching while watching Children of the Corn. I'm honored. Gonna rewatch this later again with the audio. Aw. Awesome. Awesome. Enjoy Children of the Corn. You were listening while cleaning out your turtle's tank. Cool, Blue Sky. Let's see. And for Fiat Luna, set intentions for self-belief and faith optimism. Definitely. So believing in yourself, definitely. One that we already brought in that's helpful is black onyx. Let's start with some yellow calcite and see where we go. So yellow calcite has tons of optimism and lots of joy, but it's also the stone that connects most with the solar plexus. That's your center of self, your personal identity, your sense of will, your sense of following what's important to you rather than looking for approval of others, and everything around that. Helps with self-identity, helps with boundaries, whether you're setting boundaries or holding them. I always find the latter is even harder. But yeah, in general, this brings lots of optimism, lots of self-confidence. So we'll bring this in. And we'll see how these work into the grid as we keep going. And let's also bring in some bloodstone. This is one that definitely helps with relieving self-doubt. This is also one that helps with anyone who's struggling emotionally. This is great for like emotional despair or emotional overwhelm. It helps with having enough emotional stamina to persevere through really difficult times. it's also one that I consider like an emotional stuff hits the fan kind of stone. It's great too for quieting your mind during meditation. It can be really helpful for that. And yeah, what it does for relieving self-doubt, it's a very strengthening stone. Bloodstone also has some red in it. It's the heart center and the root really both encompassed in this. And it goes by the name heliotrope in the UK and lots of other places. So you may hear it called bloodstone, you may hear it called heliotrope, but it is a very powerful stone of emotional healing, bit of groundedness, and being able to get through even the most challenging emotional times. So I hope that that helps, Fiat Luna. Okay. And let me know if there's anything else I can do for you. Guilt and shame. We definitely got our guilt one here, which is snowflake obsidian. Let's see if anything else is recommended for those. See if there's any other stones for guilt and shame, because why not broaden all of our horizons? No, neither of these books do. Let's see. I feel like this, while not specifically for like shame and guilt, I feel like this is the closest one. And that's Dragon's Blood or Dragonstone. This can definitely help. This also helps with optimism, so it'll support Fiat Luna's request too. But this helps with optimism, happiness, and wisdom, but on a more like deep personal level. This can help with things like woe is me, loss, self-pity, and kind of wallowing. It can also really help you to have patience with yourself and to learn from your mistakes, which I feel like the patience and the ability to learn, that probably helps with things around like guilt and shame. Also helps with kind of restarting the nervous system, and it's thought to boost the immune system. And it also brings a lot of strength and courage if you or anyone has any plans on changing for the positive. So that is Dragonstone or Dragon's Blood. And we'll bring that in. But definitely Snowflake Obsidian is super helpful. And I will do some more research, see if I can find some more good ones for shame too. Okay, cool. Let's see. And next was a stone for attracting a tall guy who likes coffee, democracy, social justice, and non-intellectual jazz. Love it. That's a very specific request. Moonstone helps with attracting love. So does Carnelian. So we'll bring in some of that. Carnelian helps with everything that is involved with the sacral chakra. That's the center of relationships and how we relate to the world around us and all of our individual relationships, including, of course, romantic ones. This is a stone of sexuality, of fertility, of getting along, and also of healing wounds and dealing with colds and allergies. Very much a helpful stone for calling on a romantic partner. So we will bring this in. That's Carnelian. And as far as like the specific, like this is what I would like, you can put in that typed out request to the universe. Like telling the universe what you want is never a bad thing. But there's also the close second I can do is honey calcite. Honey calcite, which looks a little bit similar to yellow calcite that we put out. Honey calcite helps with balancing the sacral and the solar plexus. So sacral, again, is that relationship center that we just talked about with Carnelian. The solar plexus is what the yellow calcite does. That is our center of self-identity and free will. This stone is superb for kind of attracting the best and most balanced people for you at this point. So whether that's romantic partners or friends or colleagues or neighbors or what have you, this is definitely not going to hurt. So we will bring this in. So that is honey calcite. So we have a love stone and some honey calcite. There you go. And why not some ruby? Ruby absolutely helps with love. Yeah, very much a popular stone of love and fertility. Beautiful, like purplish kind of red, kind of like my sweatshirt, actually. Also another stone that's thought to help with fibromyalgia. And it's wonderful for the courage to be exactly who you are, the courage to be yourself. Wonderful too for anything involving leadership or management skills. So that is ruby. There we go. Such a beautiful stone. There we go. Awesome. So that is ruby. So awesome, Kanta. May all of your dreams come true. Hello, Jagesh. Absolutely. Go ahead and make any requests that you have for your personal well-being. I'm going down everybody's requests and just adding them to the grid. And I'll get to everyone's request before we get into the Reiki. So yeah, let me know what you're looking to call in. And we are looking for, let's see. Nicole, procrastination, productivity, energy boost, financial abundance, and true love. Absolutely. So let's go ahead. So definitely a good stone for procrastination. And energy boost. We've got a couple of financial abundance stones, but hey, let's add in one more. And true love. We've added a lot of love stones, but there is one more. Yeah, we'll bring that in too. So for procrastination, one of my favorite stones for that, if not my absolute favorite for that, is zoicite. This helps with releasing negativity, breaking down like apathy and like sluggishness and like dragging your feet through things. Also helps to encourage you to face the tasks ahead of you. I'm one of those people that sees like the list of things to do and it just becomes overwhelming and I almost shut down. This is very helpful with that. Also helpful with just going through your obstacles one at a time and facing them as like the proverbial bites of a large sandwich. Helps too with seasonal affective disorder and connection to nature. So that is zoicite. So let's go ahead and place a piece here and a piece here. Next for energy, physical energy, but also to help break up that procrastination. This kind of works for both. This is Bumblebee Jasper. Bumblebee Jasper has large concentrations of sulfur as well as arsenic, so definitely be careful with it. This is a stone of lots of vital energy, like feeling like you can get up, get moving, get stuff done. And in regards to getting work done, very much encourages that, like, I can't wait to just get at it and get it completed, get it worked through. This is a stone that helps you feel motivated, whether you're working alone or with a group. It's great either way. It helps too with positivity, confidence, and it's just loads and loads of motivation. So yeah, also helps with decision making and focus, like mental focus. So that is Bumblebee Jasper. For abundance, this is Cinnabar. I've seen this particular style of it called Cinnabrite. Basically, the little dots of red are the cinnabar, and around it is quartz. Cinnabar is mercury, another one to be very careful with. But this has been thought for thousands of years. It's been thought to help attract customers to a business. It's been considered the merchant stone, but in general, it does help to attract a good amount of financial abundance. So we will bring that in too. So that is Cinnabar or Cinnabrite. And then for calling in love, there's another stone that helps us to call in romance, love, and a soulmate. And that is leopard skin jasper, which is also a lovely stone to help us heal our animals, connect to our animal guides. It's wonderful for coordination and for balance, and helps with anything that's impacting the skin. Definitely recommend it for anything having to do with your animals, your fur babies, but definitely known the world over. Folks definitely look at this as one of the calling on your soulmate stones. So why not have another? Let's go ahead and put that in. There we go. There we go. So glad that you're here again, Nicole. Good to see you. And Joanna, wonderful to see you. Absolutely. So let's see. Oh, and calling in soul family too. Definitely honey calcite helps, but let's also do celestite. That'll help with that too. Celestite helps with connecting to our guides, our guardians, our angels, helps us to better understand their wisdom, helps us to have better discernment with the intuitions that we get. Also really helpful for managing our physical pain. This is one that it won't like make your pain go away if only there was a stone of that. This is one that helps to open up the upper chakras and connection to spirit so much that it can change how we're experiencing our physical body, which can change our perception of pain. But yeah, very connected with higher realms and spirit guides. So this can help you with the guidance of like, hey, that person, connect with them. Definitely bringing that in. Celestite. Let's see. Let's actually bring... Let's bring that in here. Okay, there we go. Awesome. How did Linda Hamilton make Children of the Corn and Terminator? Both of them came out in '84. I know, right? My goodness. Especially like back in the day. Like, I remember when Terminator... Yeah, did Terminator come out in '84? I thought it was a little later. Wow. Yeah, I thought it was just a couple years later. I could absolutely be wrong, but yeah, that is pretty amazing. They may both have been filmed in '84. Oh, it's all good, Kanta. Ah, thank you, Blue Sky. According to Judy Hall, who wrote the Crystal Bible, Chrissa Cola draws out negative emotions like guilt. And Picture Jasper brings hidden guilt to the surface. Ooh, good call. Let's bring those in. So, Chrissa Cola and Picture Jasper. Thank you. Yeah, I don't think I have any Judy Hall books, actually. I think I did have one for a while. I think I have everybody but her. Yeah, let's bring in some Chrissa Cola. So this can... and Parido. Okay, good to know. Okay, so this is Chrissa Cola. In addition to helping things like drawing out guilt, this is one that can help you to connect to your soul's purpose and feel encouraged as you walk through enacting your soul's purpose. Also helpful for making decisions, especially decisions that are in alignment with your greater good, and helpful for connecting with new types of creative outlets, like new art forms and things like that, which can ultimately help you to really learn about yourself. So that is Chrissa Cola. Picture Jasper, in addition to bringing hidden guilt to the surface, which sounds pretty cool. This is also helpful for envisioning a future, like envisioning future potential in a really big way, which was also a request. This can help you with new ventures and new adventures, and is wonderful too for finding hidden fears. That's one I've used this for. Helpful too for quitting smoking, and also for big moves and big travel, especially if you're going to be coming across new cultures, speaking new languages, or around people who speak a different language than you are used to. So Picture Jasper, yeah, this is great for like picturing a big beautiful future and kind of getting out of your own way while you do it. So that is a good one. So Picture Jasper, and why not add in some Parido? Parido, in addition to that, yeah, I'd have everything but guilt written there. I'm going to write that on here too. Cool. So Parido helps also with breaking bad habits, supporting really good friendships, like really bolstering those good friendships. Helps too with digestive issues, particularly things like acid reflux and Crohn's, IBS, anything like that. Helpful too for anger and jealousy, so it does make sense that guilt would be in there too. So that is Parido. There we go. Whoop. So that's Parido. Thank you for looking that up. I appreciate that, Blue Sky. And let's see. For Joanna, making all of our hearts stronger. Wow, it is absolutely every single time we do this, no matter what. We always have so many overlaps with our intentions, and this is absolutely one today with the heart. Making our heart stronger physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Absolutely. So another one for that is blue calcite. Blue calcite is another one of my emotional stuff hits the fan stones. This helps to soothe the pain that you even struggle to verbalize, and can help you to verbalize that pain too. It brings a lot of healing, like revelations and deep clarity into what's going on overall, and it can help you to make decisions when you're otherwise not in a great position to do so. And so that is blue calcite. So here we go. Let's do that. There we go. We'll do this for now. Let's see where that ends up. And go. So that's blue calcite. More heart-centered stuff. Yeah, the alignment is something else. Ah, Nicole, I skipped a couple of yours. I knew there was one that had productivity in there. So yeah, so productivity. Let's bring in some garnet, and I am going to bring in some more heart stones too. But garnet helps with getting things done in a way that is efficient and uses your time wisely. This is one that allows you to see outside the box, get really creative, and just find a different perspective on getting things done. Also very, very grounding and provides quite a bit of courage as well. Finding a lot of strength when everything is changing too. So let's bring that in. Yeah, so for heart stones, we also brought in, we have all the pink stones, and we have bloodstone too, which is really helpful. Crazy lace agate is very helpful with the heart chakra. And I almost grabbed this earlier, so this is definitely wanting to come in. This helps with confidence. That's also another theme today. Protection, the skin, the eyes, and even speech. And this one works with the solar plexus and the heart. It helps with balance, it helps with courage, and breaking through phobias. In general, this is definitely one to bring you physical energy as well, and to help to connect to the past. This is the most spooky night stone there could be, really. This helps with connecting to a past time. So if you are in a home or a building that is allegedly got activity or has had a past, this is thought to help you connect with that. So that is crazy lace agate. Also good for fear of spiders and also working with spider magic. And with the heart too, let's bring in some green onyx. This can help with sadness, grief, and just the heart chakra in general, but especially for really deep emotional stuff. It helps with, it's another one that can help support you with making decisions that are in alignment with your highest good, even at a time when you're maybe not in the best position to make that decision. Definitely right alongside blue calcite for that. But also helpful for like moving forward through that pain. So like when you have heart pain and you kind of feel like you want to just stick where you are. Oh, and look at this. We have a little cuddle bug. Is this a Gertie? No, it's a Hattie. Oh. Yeah, you're purring into the microphone. Yeah, you're purring into the microphone. Yeah, did your sister kick you out of the chair? Did your sister kick you out of the chair? Well, you're going to have to share me a little bit. I have an electric blanket on the chair in there that they sleep on sometimes during the day. And they fight over it sometimes because it's also my chair. So she feels like one side of her feels super warm. It's It's like your sister kicked you out of the chair. Okay. So, I'm sorry, honey. You're going to have to share me. So this is green onyx. Green onyx can also come in like a much lighter green. You might even see it like goblets and things made out of it. It's a really beautiful stone, but many different shades of green. So that is green onyx. There you go. Okay. Sister Sheba, I hope you're well. Snowflake obsidian could be really good for that. I'm really sorry for your friend, though. Oh, Joanna, thank you. Yeah, these are different glasses. I usually put on my big red glasses to host. When I'm doing housework, I have to put these on because my face is small and I have to wear children's glasses or else they fall off my face, which means I have kind of limited choices. So this is a pair that will not fall off my face. So that I can preserve my red glasses and my other glasses so that they won't fall, you know, so that they'll last, so that I can wear them when I'm looking at people. Yeah. So yeah, it's that. And I did my hair, I guess. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. Nope, you're not being intrusive. Thank you. And I do also, I have 2 torties and a book for studying Reiki. Oh, I can definitely recommend some books for studying Reiki. Less practical, but more awesome in terms of the history and just being great is This is Reiki by Frank Arhava Petter. Cannot recommend it highly enough. And if you're looking for something more like practical, like putting your hands on yourself and like what do you do next, there are 2 books by Tanmaya Ownervote. I know that's not the easiest name to spell, so. This is the author's last name, I think. Yep, I spelled it right. The first is The Power of Reiki, and it's just very non-traditional, just lots and lots of hand positions and ideas for treating yourself, which is exactly what you need at level 1. And then she has another one called The Complete Reiki Tutor. If you're planning on going through level 2 and mastery, definitely get that one. So those are my favorite books. Also, it depends on what lineage you're doing. Foundations of Reiki Ryoho can be a lot of fun too. Yeah. The speckled stone at the top center. This one, this is Dragonstone or Dragon's Blood. Yeah, this can be great for lots of different things. Optimism, happiness, moving through grief and difficult times emotionally without getting like stuck in self-pity. Also really helpful for learning from your mistakes and being patient with yourself. Oh, you just started. Gotcha. Yeah, we're actually, this is actually in the crystal shop now. The one that's gray with a raspberry color. This one? Gotcha. Yeah, Dragonstone or Dragon's Blood. It can be more green and red or more like a muddled kind of grayish and red. There is now some Dragon's Blood in the crystal shop. Dragon's Blood is there and Pyrite is in the crystal shop. Yeah, so thank you. And yeah, so Sister Sheba, you are so welcome. There's lots of amazing books. The other ones are the ones put out by Frank Arhava Petter, he publishes Usui and Hayashi's original Reiki manuals, of which there's not much written. Like, not much written. But you can find them on Amazon. Yeah, those are my favorites. But yeah, talk to your teacher too about what they suggest and request. But all the best to you, and definitely feel free to hit me up for any questions on it as you go through your journey. And congratulations. So I think we got almost all the requests. I have a couple more requests from Chris. So last call, everybody, if you have any crystal requests. So let's see. Emerald, lapis, and blue apatite. Lapis is great for pain and inflammation, and also for communication, particularly around subjects like work and really anything. But this is a particularly beautiful stone when you are looking for new opportunities in your career. Also really helpful for bringing up your integrity. So completion of tasks, honoring your commitments, personal responsibility. Also really wonderful for disorganization, as well as vertigo and hearing loss. So that is lapis. So let's go ahead and bring some. We don't usually use the bigger stones, so let's go ahead and use the bigger pieces of lapis this time. Oh, goodness. Just making a mess here. There we go. Sorry about that. And we'll put this one here. So that's lapis. Next is emerald, which helps with the lungs and really the entire cardiopulmonary system. Any kind of bronchitis, anything is emerald. Emerald is also really helpful for, and I think this is really in alignment with a lot of everyone's requests today, very much helpful for reinvigorating our kind of zest for life and our excitement for the things that we've chosen in life, like work and things like that. It's like reinvigorates your passions in general. Also helpful for restoring confidence around our appearance. So let's bring some of this in. Love raw emerald. And blue apatite can help with the ever requested the ever requested weight loss, but also whatever your relationship to food is, no matter what kinds of changes or upgrades you want to make to your relationship with food, this supports it, whether it's even gaining weight or just shifting the role it plays in your life or anything. This can be very supportive of healthy changes in that regard. Also really great for your auric field, your energy field, so that you're less likely to take on energy that isn't yours. SuperSeven also helps with that. Wonderful too for learning about your soul's purpose and your soul's path, and having the courage you need to embrace it and walk that path. Wonderful too for harmony and peace in general. So we will bring this in. That is blue apatite. Okay. Yes, I was just thinking of I was just thinking of adding some stones for Patty. And Sister Sheba, I teach Reiki online. If you want to learn more about my classes, learn ReikiPhiladelphia.com. It's linked in the description. But yeah, you can look into me, but also any teacher that you have, I'm happy to answer your questions too. But yeah, I'm so glad. Congratulations on your path. You'll know the right teacher when you meet them. Like, you'll know. You'll certainly know. But let's see. Stones for Patty. I know she likes Septarian and Aquamarine. And we have a couple other stones I know she likes. Oh, awesome. Septarian helps with muscle pain and spasms and also helps with wound healing. This is one that can be very helpful for your solar plexus. So your sense of self, personal identity, listening to what's important to you, prioritizing your own wishes and desires for the future, helps too with understanding the deeper root cause of things. So if you want to know the deeper beliefs or understandings or the pain behind a particular action or behavior that you have, this is a great stone to help illuminate that. Also great too for giving you the courage to be vulnerable during the healing process. So that is Septarian. And Aquamarine can be really helpful for body fluid circulation, healthy teeth and gums. It's a wonderful stone for forgiveness, as well as deflecting really petty, immature, unnecessary behaviors. We jokingly call it the anti-Karen stone, but this is also great for like a may justice prevail kind of energy. Oh, thank you, Sister Sheba. I actually have a Reiki 1 starting tomorrow night, and there's 2 seats left. Yeah, the information's on. Oh, Joanna, thank you. It's Wednesday nights is 5:30 to 8:30 for 4 weeks, and then I have weekend intensives. The next weekend intensive for Reiki 1 is next month. Every month I teach a Reiki 1 and a Reiki 2, and I go back and forth each month between what's on the weekend and what's on the multi-week. And then I teach Mastery 4 times a year. Yay! Sister Sheba, welcome for sure. I don't know if... Let me know if you can hear that, everyone. There is a very high-pitched, consistent kind of squeak or squeal going on in the building. I don't know what it is, but let me know if you can hear it. Yeah, I'm not sure if you can hear it. I'm not seeing it on my audio levels. Let's see. Where should we put this for Patty? Let's put a piece in here. And a piece each out here. Awesome. Oh, and reach out to me through the website. There's an email that you can basically email me through the website and let me know. I do have a financial assistance option too. You won't have, you might have to wait a little bit, but can definitely help. You cannot hear it. I'm so glad. I'm so glad none of you can hear it. Oh, Patty, there you are. Yay. Do you have any requests before we hop into the healing? I'm so glad y'all don't hear it. I'm really hoping it's just some kind of Halloween prank. Cool. Such a weird noise. But yeah, let me know if you have any other requests. And I'm going to do the thing that I do, where I explain what Reiki is, a little of how it works, and then we jump into the healing. So, oh, thank you. So, as I was saying, I'm going to go ahead, explain what Reiki is, a little of how it works, and then we'll kind of take over from there. Those of you who've been here before kind of know how we raise the energy up. So in order to help raise the energy of where you are at, where I am at, and where we all overlap, go ahead into the chat and enter anything that you are grateful for, anything at all. Gratitude lifts energy super quick. If you're already comfy, cozy, or if it's a little bit more personal, no worries. Just take a deep breath in and out and just think about the things that you're grateful for. And that will lift the energy just the same. So y'all do that. I will do the explanation, and then we're going to go ahead and just feel lovely and blissed out. Let me see. Do you have Septarian? So Patty, we have Septarian we put in there for you. Unstuck, Obstacle Breakthrough, we have zoicite for that, and because that was a request. Parido is in there too, and honey calcite is in there too. So we got you. Lots of love, hon. Good to see you. And lots of love to Key. And thank you so much, Blue Sky, for requesting that for Patty. I love this community. You all are amazing. Thank you for being here. So, as I was saying at the beginning of the stream, my name is Danielle Stimpson. I'm the owner of Learn Reiki Philadelphia, and I'm so glad to have you all here with me today. Happy Halloween. And if you have not been here before, definitely consider hitting that subscribe button. I am here 5 times a week, same days, same times. You are always welcome here to get some healing and some support. And definitely hit that like button if you haven't already. So, I've been teaching Usui Reiki for about 15 years, and let's talk a little bit about what Reiki is. So Reiki has kind of become more or less a general term in the West to just mean energy healing. Specifically, I work with what's known as Usui Reiki, and it's named after the founder, Mikao Usui, and he created this particular system in the early 1920s in Japan at a time when you couldn't teach anything that could even be misconstrued as religion or part of a religion. Super not a good thing if you were thought to be doing something like that. So this led him to create a system of working with this energy to support yourself and the others around you in a way that was deeply spiritual yet completely secular. And I feel like that's a big part of why it resonates with us so much in the West. So to understand the concept of energy at the heart of Usui Reiki, we're best to look at Shintoism, the indigenous spirituality of Japan that in many ways still shapes the cultural understandings of Japan. And in Shintoism, everyone and everything has a soul. And all of those souls are interconnected and interlinked. And it's thought that spirit, however you define it in this case, provides this life-sustaining, soul-affirming energy, the energy that makes us more than simply a collection of cells. Reiki translates to spiritually guided soul energy. And it's thought that this energy is already flowing through you, me, everyone, everything. And it's just a matter of our body, mind, and spirit using this energy to the extent that it can to bring about the greatest balance and well-being moment to moment. Essentially, what I'll be doing tonight is connecting with that energy source and directing more of it to you, wherever you are, whenever you're watching the stream, to support your body, mind, and spirit to do even more to help support you. To make the most of this session, you don't have to do anything. It's sort of the beauty of it. Although I generally recommend that you find a seat or lay down in a way that you're most comfortable. Like I said, sit up, lay down, you can close your eyes, you can even fall asleep if you want, but you don't have to hold still. You can certainly stretch, move, bend, do a little yoga, journal, play some music, throw some cards for yourself. Whatever feels right in this time is totally appropriate and totally the best thing for you. And if you're using this time to also, eat some Halloween candy, I am so not mad at you. Not even a little bit. So during the session, you definitely don't have to focus on anything or keep your mind silent. However you show up, the Reiki will meet you. You're more than likely to have some physical sensations and or some emotional sensations, like you may have some emotions rise up or get released. Mentally, you may be able to hear your subconscious or use your logic to figure something out that's been sort of heavy on you lately. Spiritually, you may get some big breakthroughs or clarity or intuition, and you may have a really beautiful healing nap. That's fine too. More than likely, your session's going to look like the perfect blend of all of those things to support your individual needs. I will send the Reiki to you for 25 minutes, during which time I'll turn the lights down. You'll notice them moving gently and slowly from one color to the next. At no point will they flash or strobe. And I'll turn the music up. If you would like to hear more of the musical creator and learn more about her, she's linked at the bottom of the description so that you can go ahead and check out her YouTube channel. Her music is beautiful and you can listen to it all day long. I tend to. It really helps me focus. I will send, like I said, for 25 minutes. At the end, you'll hear my voice come back in. I'll invite you to take a deep breath in and out, slowly come back to the space that you're in. And at that time, I'll be able to re-engage with you and chat. So then you can ask me any questions, you can share any experiences, and we can all have a beautiful evening. Know that there's nothing you have to do, no way you have to be. Support yourself to be comfortable. If you need to get up and get something, go ahead. If you get distracted, that's okay. Just take a deep breath in and out and it'll gently pull you back into the session. Like I said, I'm here 5 times a week. Those days and times are listed in the description below. My next stream is tomorrow, Wednesday at 4 p.m. East Coast US time. And again, if you want to learn more about me, booking a session, shopping my crystals, or learning about my classes, it's all at learnreikiphiladelphia.com. And all of my social media is listed in the description as well. So let's head back over, take a closer look at that grid, and get into the healing. Gail, I was just thinking about you today. Well, I was thinking about you more than just today, but here, let's actually move this down here. Oh, look at that, I'm flying around. And then I can, there we go. But yeah, Gail, I've been thinking about you. You and your sister have definitely been in my thoughts. Grateful for you too. Joanna, Patty, oh, thank you. Oh, Alex, you did hear something, gotcha. Oh, thank you all for all the lovely, lovely things. Grateful for all of you. So let's go ahead. Let's chill out. I'm going to turn up that music and y'all are going to feel so much better. So enjoy your session and I will see you all in 25 minutes. I invite you now to take a deep breath in and out. Slowly come back to your body. Thank you so much for joining me today, on Halloween no less, to enjoy some healing. If you have anything to share or anything to ask, go ahead and use the chat. I've got a very sleepy cat on my lap. And I hope everybody has a wonderful evening's sleep. Okay. So last call for questions and stuff to share. Oh, Alexander, I'm so glad. Thank you. We loved having you. You're welcome back anytime. I'm here same days and same times every week, and they're all listed in the description below. So we hope to see you again. You're welcome, Flower. Good to see you. Oh, wow. Joanna, you got lost for a while and had a vision and an experience with pressure points on your back. That's fascinating. Oh, that's super fascinating. I love it when I get a session and I'm just like seeing other stuff. You're super welcome. I'm so glad that was helpful for you. I get a standing weekly distance session sent to me every Monday at noon. I have a practitioner, actually a grad of mine, that sends me a session every Monday at noon. And every once in a while I'll get those, like, I'm hanging out with my guides and I can see stuff. And yeah, but I'm so glad you had an experience with acupressure points. Ah. Oh, thank you, Patty. Lots of love to you. And yeah, it's been a tough day. Lots of love to you. Thank you, Patty. Well said. I am adding lots of new stones to the crystal section of the website. So we will be all kitted out by holiday shopping time. So I'm excited to work with new stones, and excited to work with all of you, of course. There is one last remaining seat in the November Reiki 1. So you can enroll tonight on the website, or you can give a call tomorrow. And yeah, it's wonderful to see you all. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get ready to bring the stream to a close with an abundance of gratitude for all of you. No matter where you happen to be, I hope that you are warm and Also, I didn't mention it earlier, but Reiki isn't limited by the same bounds of space and time that humans are. So Reiki can always travel to where you are to meet you. So if you ever feel like you need a Reiki session and I'm not live, head over to the Past Healing Live Streams playlist and you'll be able to go ahead and get a lovely session anytime you need one. So everybody have a wonderful rest of your evening. Happy Halloween, Samhain, Thinning of the Veil, followed by All Saints Day, Day of the Dead, and all the other good things that are coming tomorrow too. So have a beautiful rest of your evening. Take care. And if you are reaching through the veil to say hello to anyone, lots of love to all of you. Have a wonderful evening. Hope to see you again. Take care and bye for now.